Good to go. Yes, so Vincent, we are live, so careful what you say now.
You got it.
So where last we left off, there was a very, 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 very tense interrogation going on in this room, and our government agent A and agent B found that finger drive that your interrogatee left off, and they stormed out of the room to the nearest precinct computer at the other precinct, and Cam was following them close behind, looking a little single bead of sweat nervous. Is there anything that you guys are doing as these agents slam that finger drive, which is ironic because it's a pinky with a drive in it, into a computer and turning it on?
Is this entirely a good idea? I don't quite remember what's going on, but is there a chance that this is going to backfire?
Well, the gentleman is a beat up criminal, and the see these little power armor suits here. 4 of these United States of America military power armor suits were stolen.
Ah,
Not by us.
Obviously, Sherlock was cluing you in a little, not much, very little. And this gentleman was the only person left behind at the heist.
I think
What- what are we expecting to get off of this thumb drive?
Y'all don't know. It was totally like a Cam secret thing.
I say let's put the finger in the drive.
Okay, so immediately slams the finger drive into the computer, hits the button, and a little video starts to pixelize into the screen. Is anyone snooping to watch over Cam and Agent A and Agent B's shoulders?
Yes.
Yes.
I
Okay.
think we all pretty much want to know what's on that.
Are they
As-
doing it on a computer that is not on the same system we're on?
They are totally doing it on one of the precinct's computers. Remember, it's not your precinct, so
Yeah, who cares
Oh,
about
right.
that?
which is why there's totally somebody getting into a fight downstairs or something in the precinct.
It's good. It's good ambiance.
As you know, immediately this drive sputters to life and starts playing some little animation, and it comes across,
Am I able to get into this precinct's computer system?
do you want to try? I mean, you have access to it. You can log in through your normal login. It's
Okay.
a police precinct. You've got access to it.
Sure.
So you whip out your pad and you sign in to the precinct's Wi-Fi. As I hear a dice roll happen. And I totally should probably set the difficulty in the...
Oh, sorry.
What was it you were trying to do?
Hacking. I thought that's what I needed to do.
No,
Or-
it's you're an officer of the law. You can just log into the
Oh.
site. I mean,
Oh,
unless
okay.
you're like trying to blow up the computer or something. I mean,
No.
that would require hacking. But if you're just trying to get into the Wi-Fi, you know the password.
Okay.
And I've got the story points set, by the way. Okay, so you guys kind of, for a second there, almost like outside observers. As Cam looks really nervous. As they kind of like pushed right past him before he could try to intercede and pick up the drive. And they swiped it and ran right to the computer and plugged it in. And immediately, this address starts to slowly type out in classic cyberpunk style on the screen. And it's basically, as soon as you guys see it all typing out, they're looking at it. And you guys, since you are locals and they are not locals, you immediately know that it's the street address for a bank. A very nice retro style bank in town. It's got that old English bank feel. It's lots of wood, lots of usually hired security, you know. As obviously the prisoner is dragging his chair around, wanting to see what you guys are doing because nobody closed the interrogation room. Obviously, he's getting a whole bunch uppity. He practically sounds like he's snarling. And the bank is
I
in.
thought he was still chained to the chair.
He is. That's why you hear the dragging sounds of him bouncing the chair around.
Oh, okay.
I'm totally making use of the background noise somebody's got there. So the bank is over here in the Neo Broadway area. You guys immediately, when you see the address, you know it's the bank. And then the little ticker tape, dealio starts popping out with, random numbers, and you can see it kind of defrags itself into the actual time. And is anyone going to look at the clock at the exact moment when it tells you the time?
Yeah.
It is giving you the time as in 5 minutes from now.
Going on 5 minutes. Should we call up the bank? Should we head that way right now and let the other officers know?
We're
not going to make it in 5 minutes.
Yeah. So
Actually, you would make it in 5 minutes.
You would?
Okay, then let's go.
We can put the flashers on.
You're cops with a flying car. You can totally make it just that far in 5 minutes. I mean, it would probably be exactly 5 minutes unless someone does some amazing driving.
Oh, let's see if I don't think I have a driving skill. Never mind.
And immediately, a little pixelated picture of some. Obviously, he's a mafia type sitting in a chair, and he's got a pixelated Oni mask over his face. Obviously, it's not a mask he's wearing. It's a hack that the camera has this mask covering his face.
Yeah, though my phone has filters too.
As you know, immediately the guy kind of makes some gestures off camera, and then all of a sudden the audio kicks on. And he just says, "Tiller-san, I hope you got this message. That's why I made sure my guy spoke to you and you alone. You got the address, you got the time. Make sure nobody shows up anytime soon." And immediately Agent A and Agent B look at Officer Cam Tiller. And the mere fact that this mafioso said Tiller-san. And Agent B grabs Cam and just slams him to the floor. And immediately Agent A whips handcuffs on him. As y'all get this sensation like, oh, that crooked cop's finally been caught. Because remember, Cam was specifically called to talk because this guy wouldn't talk to anyone other than Cam. It's just that he horribly failed.
We knew he was shady, but man,
he horribly failed his palming to hand over the drive without being seen.
Hand over. Guess it's his.
Is there anything else on the thumb drive?
There is a numbered bank account with 100,000 credit amount showing that it's slowly draining a coin at a time into the account. As in, you get the idea from the cyberpunk point of view that this is a timed transaction, that the longer the coin goes flicking down, the more coinage is going into this number account.
In other words, to ensure that nobody shows up, he doesn't get all the money up front.
Exactly. I was just going to say, you all look at this as you're seeing Cam getting handcuffed and realize, oh, this is bad.
Is
This is real bad.
is the display that we're being seen, is it an actual interface with the account that shows any information, or is it just a convenience clock?
Somebody give me a computers and I can answer that question.
Do you prefer
So
sysop or hacking?
This is going to be sysop. And I've got your difficulty in there.
Okay.
And don't forget, there is 4 story points on your side. And look at who bucks in the eyes of fate and just rolls without any, story points.
Fate
So
is for
immediately when you kind of hit a couple quick keystrokes, and you realize that this is actually an interactive display. Currently, in real time, that account is getting the money, and you're seeing the information.
So my immediate thoughts are that since this isn't just a shell timer, it might be good for me to stay here and work on the program, and you guys to go intercept the bank robbers.
So you want to sort of backtrack the...
Yes, like see if I can find out the account that it's going to, maybe slow it down, and you guys go and stop whatever's going on in the bank itself.
Well, I kind of hate to say this because I don't know whether I want it or not, but we might want to actually check and see if this account actually is his.
Well,
That's smart.
we have
From-
5 minutes.
From
so-
what
but
Cordo
that's-
sees, it's just a numbered account. Think of it like a Swiss bank account.
Right.
It
Yeah.
doesn't actually have a human being or an AI attached to it. It's just a number.
Is it a bank account at the bank that we're going to?
It is not.
Okay. But the okay, no. Both of these accounts are probably not related to the bank we're going to.
Yep.
Okay. Does that sound like a good plan? Because if you fear like that there's going to be a fight going, I can go there and tank for you guys. But
Well, I think that there's definitely going to be a fight going on.
I mean, there is 4 military-grade power armor suits missing.
Mhm.
but what are the odds that they're going to the bank?
Pretty good. Can we also call for backup while we're going there?
We should. If
I mean,
going
you're
on with the
cops.
bank.
Is
Like-
there?
Power armor suits. It's not like we can go up against them.
Sure you can. You were in the military. You know one good shot can take out a power armor commando.
Yeah, I do, but there are 4 of them, and not everybody here is military trained.
You're
So-
cops. You got this.
If we did split up, how many of you would be going? Because it looks like one of us is getting arrested. Is that right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it looks
Cam is
like
getting arrested.
Agent A and B are basically dragging him off the floor right now and throwing him into a chair, and now handcuffing one of his feet to the chair.
Hey,
It didn't take long for them to realize what was going on there.
So, as he's being manhandled, Corto is going to ask him if he is being framed or he actually did this. Because this is important with how we proceed.
Well, he just gives you that wiry smile that's non-committal, but it definitely doesn't look like he was framed per se, because this is in real time.
Yeah.
So you're getting the idea that he's being paid to keep the horse and pony show going while something happens.
But it sounds like the 3 of you guys need to go.
Yes.
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 And
Yes.
benefit of the 3 of you going is you'll all fit in one cruiser.
Okay.
I mean,
Well,
remember,
I'm-
fourth
I'm
you
saying that
can
because it
easily fit.
requires less rolls from people that are worse at driving.
Okay, well, we need to go yesterday because
Yes.
that timer. So,
We're leaving.
Hex is like making for the door.
Right
Okay.
behind you.
Okay, my driving's too green, which isn't very good.
Mine
So
is
I'm
2.
not driving.
And Sherlock, as you sound like you're leaving too, Agent A throws you a slim communicator, basically cell phone, teeny tiny,
Yeah.
black ops looking thing, and he says, "Answer that if it rings." As they're dragging Cam into interrogation room 2.
I will close interrogation room 1 because I don't want to be bothered by someone else trying to escape.
And the guy in there is laughing his ass off as he's like, "Stupid cops," because he got to watch some of that show.
Are there any cameras in this dirty interrogation room
Oh yeah.
that can't be turned off for 15 seconds?
That
Yeah.
cannot be turned off.
I mean, someone like, Sherlock could turn them off with a lot of work, as was done once or twice, but yeah.
I'll keep that in mind. We can continue with the main plot.
Okay, so who is, as you're all jumping into your hopper, it's still sitting at the lily pad that you had privately for you guys. So who
okay,
is?
I have for piloting, I have 3 green. Does somebody have better?
Nope.
Not in Texas.
Nope.
Okay, so I
Driving?
guess I'm
What's
driving.
that?
Hey.
Alrighty, so I guess I'm driving.
Good
All
luck.
right. So the question is, are you driving the safe GPS suggested route? Or
Oh,
are
hell
you
no.
attempting to run some barking dog over in a floating walkway by driving
I'm
Crazy Pants?
Crazy Pants.
Okay. So you're looking to like shave some time off on the trip, I hear. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes. And I'm using a story point to do it.
Good, because if you didn't,
Ooh.
I would.
Okay, so just to let you know, it's 3 purple and a black dice because it conveniently is a high traffic moment.
But what
And
if she turns on the flashers?
Yes.
I will
A
totally
flasher.
give you a blue dice for using your police car as a police car. I mean, it's almost what a police hopper is for. Okay, so I've got an upgrade in a blue against 3 purple and a black.
Yeah, and anyone we run into, they get arrested.
It's called interfering with a police investigation.
How do they
Exactly.
get arrested is the trick. Do you want to stop and arrest them?
Well, they'll be arrested.
we're also
because
calling
That's
backup.
what we got the cameras for.
they'll be arrested because they won't be able to move anymore.
Okay, so Hell, go ahead and make your crazy piloting check.
Okay.
And
I apologize right now if I cause us all to crash and burn.
Sherlock, you said you're
Oh, fuck.
Oh my goodness, that's the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
So like I said, I'm sorry we crashed and burned.
But you have
Gee.
So
Jesus fucking Christ.
Sherlock, you're about to call for backup, and then all of a sudden you're on the comms talking, and then there's just dead silence. And you kind of look on the hood in the observation bubble, and you just realize when she hit that sign, it just smeared off the police bubbles and the radio antenna.
the good news is that the shortcut that she chose to go through the mall in was not planned by anybody, so no one could have prepared for this.
So unfortunately, yes, the car's radio is kind of toasted. It's got a whole bunch of new graffiti art on it. That's what we'll tell people when the paint job is that badly damaged. It's new age art. So Vincent, is there anything you're doing during this?
Well, who was given the small communicator?
That was given to Sherlock.
Like, okay.
I mean, I'm
And-
sure you could ask him for it if you wanted.
Yeah. Let me see then. I'll let everyone, because if you're trying to call him backup, I could just use that to let them know, hey, we crashed. Send backup. Everything's destroyed. Send help.
Sherlock,
Is their vehicle still flying?
Oh yeah, your vehicle's still you're still getting there. It's just the vehicle is really trashed. You did the
Okay.
classic cop bit where you hit every trash can and dumpster, and a few food kiosks on the way.
Action movie. Perfect.
No,
So
no
food,
loss
you're
of life.
welcome.
As you could just reach up on top of the car at one point and pull
Okay.
some food.
I'm gonna look at this communicator. Does it look like it could get to our normal city radio bands?
Interestingly enough, when you open it up, it totally looks like one of those, as the younger crowd would say, the old people cell phones, where it's only got like 4 buttons, and it doesn't really have like a dial-out pad or anything like that. It looks like it's really just meant to communicate with 1 to 3 other communicators in a very secure way.
Okay.
I mean, remember, you are in the city, so you have access to internet everywhere in the city right now. If you have like a BMI or your pad, you can totally just open your pad up and use it. It's just that the Hopper's communicator is gone. It's like 3
Okay.
blocks back.
Well, the problem with that is that the police probably won't accept. Well, if it's from my pad, they'd be able to identify that, correct?
Yeah.
And it would still be encrypted?
Mostly.
But
Mostly?
you could also directly message me. You know, like I'm sure we have like a personal encrypted signal type app that we can talk to each other with.
It's called cell phone.
Well, yeah,
It's called the message of the texting.
Okay, really quick text. Comms down, call for backup.
Okay, so exactly what are you calling in, you know?
Well, he knows the situation.
I think with the information that's available, I would call in a bank robbery.
Okay, so you're calling in a bank robbery. How
Yes.
are you telling them to come in hot with bubbles, silent? How are you asking for backup?
I think silent but urgently. You know, we don't know what's going on over there. We don't know if it's an armed robbery. We don't know if it's, you know, a robbery that has occurred an hour ago, and this is when we're supposed to show up. So.
Okay.
Yeah, or it might be a bomb too. See if they have like a bomb squad on standby just in case.
Yeah.
So
but definitely not coming in full force, making as much noise as possible. Also, possibly spooking things that are inside the bank.
okay, so do me a favor and go ahead and roll me either a negotiate or coercion.
I would like to coerce these people.
Okay, to see if you can put a fire under their ass to get backup
That's
going.
right. It is time
'Cause
for the.
You never know just how busy it is on any given day in the city of New Angeles. How many cop squads are out doing their thing at any given minute?
Oh no! I thought that coercion was based off of cunning.
That's off
What
presence.
What was the other one?
Negotiation.
Negotiation, just probably also not great. Ah well, let's try coercion.
I mean, this isn't really your skill we're rolling. It's just the happenstance that we're really rolling to see if backup is available and how quickly it'll come.
Is there a difficulty that you've added?
Yep, and I flipped a story point too.
Oh, wonderful! This is going to turn out so poorly for you guys.
It's almost like it's your guys' story. I don't want backup doing your job for you.
Wow.
A complete and total wash. You are in the queue. Backup will be arriving once available. Currently,
I'm gonna have to I think you left a blue boost die that wasn't supposed to be there.
Nope. I gave you that blue
Okay.
boost.
Oh,
Yeah.
wonderful.
That was because you're a cop and you're calling in cop backup. You're going to get a blue dice for doing your job. So you're in the queue, and backup will estimated arrival time be 30 minutes.
Good grief. If you guys
Unfortunately,
Wait. I thought Neo Broadway was a pretty good place that normally wouldn't have that bad a reaction time.
well,
Well-
it has a good reaction time, but nobody expects anyone to rob a bank in that side of town.
Okay.
Since this is basically a luck roll, what might be happening is that there's a, maybe there's a gas station that was on fire over here.
Oh, wait, or maybe these criminals actually know what they're doing and they've like planned distractions.
There's
Yes,
multiple
exactly.
crimes happening all at the same time. There's a block war down the street. Why? Because Judge Dredd gave us block war. We have to use block war.
Exactly.
So you guys are barreling there, and as the camera pans into that 5-minute trip that did actually take.
Okay, I've got net access on my laptop, right?
Huh?
I've got net access on my laptop, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Is there any way that I could find out if the bank system's alarms are going?
There's been nothing reported to the police. I mean, wouldn't be the first time
I could set them off?
You want to set off the bank's alarm system?
Sure, why not? That'll get them there quicker.
Okay. Go ahead and give me.
Are we that sure that bank's getting robbed now?
No.
Okay, yeah. Let's get that until we're actually there.
But we could call the bank.
Oh, that's true.
We could just call them.
We could just call the bank.
Yes.
I like that idea.
While they're driving, I will just call the customer service number.
Okay, you get this very proper voice of, "Hello, Herschel and Heising's Banking. How can we help you?"
Is this a call center, or is this the bank proper at whatever address we're going to?
It is a receptionist at the bank itself.
Wonderful. We have reason to believe that there's suspicious activity in your area. Is everything going okay in the bank?
And of course, since it is cyberpunk, of course, there's a little video phone of her on camera, and she's looking at you, very properly dressed, for business attire, and she says, "I'm sorry, sir. I don't understand what you mean. Everything is fine here."
Is she an AI?
She is not an AI. She's an actual flesh and blood person. Means the bank is willing to pay salaries. I mean,
they sound fancy. Yeah. Do you have security on site?
Oh yes, sir. If you are interested in banking with us, we have some of the finest security from all across the 7 continents. Some would say even the moon.
What is the name of our precinct?
Precinct 42.
I'm Officer Corto Maltese with Precinct 42, and we are tracking what appears to be criminal activity in your centering around your bank. If you would put your security on standby, we are sending a squad of police officers over there to investigate.
Interesting. And she looks at you and she immediately emphatically nods, like, "Yes, I thank you for this. I will notify our head of security and make sure that our security forces are deployed. Should we lock down the bank?"
I don't think that's necessary the time being, but I'll pass them along the names of my coworkers and tell them that to expect them.
And do me a favor. Give me a vigilance roll or perception.
I have perception. Are you ready?
Yep. 3 threats.
But a success.
But a success. So when you kind of, pause and think about when you identified yourself as a police officer, her eyes got really twitchy.
Yeah.
And she kind of reacted like she is under duress. You almost sense that whole blink once if you're being held against your will. You're sensing that there may have been a blink there.
I'm sensing that she more along the lines of she's under duress, or she's under threat, and not necessarily she's one of the people we might be suspecting.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then abruptly the screen goes blank. Like
Oh,
the signal
lovely.
was cut.
That's not suspicious. No.
No.
Ain't 3
I'm
threat
going
a
to
bitch.
immediately text you guys and say it is probable that whatever's going on at the bank has already started, and I lost communication with one of the people at the bank that I was talking to.
Okay, so now we're going to set off the alarm. The silent alarm.
Now, are
That
you
gets sent to
sure
some
you want to
place.
set off an alarm at a bank?
Oh, he said the silent alarm.
So the one that will call additional officers.
Okay. So go ahead and give me your hacking as you're going to attempt to break into the bank.
Oops.
I'll give you that back. As you're attempting to hack into the bank's network.
Oh my goodness gracious.
As immediately
Both are
when
not on our side
you're
today.
on your pad, well, no, it's a bank. I mean, if just anyone could hack into their bank, it would be a bad bank. It's a very good bank that's got AIs patrolling it constantly. As you try to hack in and just set off the silent alarm, immediately like 3 or 4 safety gaps got caught. And your pad gets this lockdown. Your pad has been used in a violation of federal statutes, and it lists off like 30 different laws that you just broke with what you were trying to do.
It is illegal to pull an alarm at the bank.
And your pad is basically locked down in this "you've broken the law, sucker" flipping message.
Okay.
And that your ISP has been reported to federal officers. Please sit still and await, as you will be arrested for these actions.
Good. Let's head to the bank. They can meet us there.
And of course, you know from experience, this means in like 3 weeks, some feds may show up and ask you about your pad.
You mean my pad that was stolen, officer?
Just plant your pad on cam, that's all.
There you go.
Do Hell or Randolfo have pads?
You should. Pretty much everyone does.
Yeah, we all do.
But poor Sherlock's pad had like the limited edition game on it. He made sure to get the limited edition that had the serial number that matched his birthing pod.
Aww.
So you guys pull up outside the bank. And at the street side, when you pull up...
Oh my.
Oh, that's not the bank. That's the old bank. I found a better bank. Where's the better
bank, huh?
Yeah, there's a better bank.
I read that as manger, and I'm like, oh, this bank has a manger.
As Hell can gladly park herself wherever she would like. And it's one of those horrible J-turn parks where the car skidded to a stop instead of landing softly on its landing skids. Some noodles flopped off the windshield wiper. 29 points have been deducted off your license. Oh, don't worry about that. That's not there.
Oh, okay. Just wondering if we see what we see.
The street looks like any other city day. It's nice and calm. Things are chill.
Is there a floor plan of the building on file with the city?
Yes.
In which case, I would send it to them so that they could have knowledge of what the inside of the building looks like.
Okay, I'll look it up on my pad. Oops.
As you notice, he's not responding to your text messages for some weird reason.
Did we at the police station get pinged that he did something illegal?
No, unfortunately, it's the FCC stuff that gets pinged. It's not the local police department. So give me a PsyOps computer roll real quick. It's just an average 2 purple.
The PsyOps. Okay.
Yeah, as you're pulling up the bank's information.
Well.
Ooh.
Well.
So the problem you're running into is, I can tell you for free, you realize this one building has 20 different floor plans, and they're all contradictory. You do have the inkling that this is because the bank was doing this for its own security.
Yes.
Because if cops can get it, anybody can get it. We know how that goes.
Facts.
Make that go away so you don't feel paranoid.
What is the triumph?
What would you like to use it for? You have 3 advantage and a triumph. I mean, you didn't get the floor plans, but something awesome is happening.
I would like to run into maybe like more than a few of the blueprints have a commonality, like a sewer entrance. So that, like none of the floor plans are right, but there's like a few of them that have a sewer that goes into it in the same place.
Interesting.
Okay, so you do in fact know that there is a sub-level entrance if need be, probably used for employees, that type of thing, or very discreet investors.
Or like large deliveries, things that need to be that aren't aesthetic to move around to the front door.
Okay, so
and I think I would forward them this information saying that it's probably safer to go this way than through the front door.
Ooh. Okay, so you send that to somebody's pad? As, both Randolfo and Hell get this ping, and no ping from poor Sherlock's pad for some reason. So what do you guys do as you pull up in front of the bank? Your car comes to this screeching, obnoxious. People are like, oh my, moving away from your car.
So,
Yes, all discretion has gone out the window.
Which side of the building is this lower entrance?
Technically, it's on a lower level, like a sub. You'd have to drive off to go to a lower level, and you could go into it pretty easily.
So we should probably do that. Or do we leave the car out front, and then we make our way on foot?
There's convenient street access, to do just that.
Yeah.
Well, if it's for deliveries, there has to be some way to drive to it.
Yeah, but the thing is, they saw this crazy ass police car, pulling up in front, but if the car's out front, but we go down below, then the car will act sort of as a distraction.
But they also probably wouldn't be paying attention if the car flew off.
True.
You know,
Okay, well then let's just drive off.
Drive off. Okay.
Okay, so you guys, Jetson style, drive off. So you guys are heading to the lower entrance.
Yep.
Okay. Anybody doing anything interesting as you pull up to the lower entrance? It's very employee parking style-ish.
Can we I don't know, I guess a perception to see if we see any lookouts or anything like that?
Now, Hell is driving. Are you guys gonna let her do the perception,
I can. I'm good
or
at
is someone
perception.
else gonna do it?
I can do it. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay, because that's a really good option. Go ahead and take your perceptions. You pull into the obviously employee parking. You notice it's your typical employee parking. There's a cleaning company's van where there must be some androids doing cleaning work, in there.
Is this the Nakatomi building?
You do notice that there is a large utility truck there. And for your two advantages,
How large?
large enough that 4 very large people in power armor suits could sit in the back, concealed, and the engine is running on it. It's very subtle, but you notice the engine is running on it.
There we go.
And it's parked in such a way you can't see if there's a driver in the vehicle. But
Is
it
there
does.
anything near it where I could at least say throw away some trash to it so that way I could look in, not seeing suspicious?
You could try. But remember, you're coming in a dented up cop car.
Yeah, but I don't want them to think that I noticed something like that, though. I don't want them to think hey, he noticed something. I want to make sure that they don't notice me noticing.
Okay, so you want to hop out of the car, signal your teammates before you hop out of the car, and then try to stealth your way up.
I'm gonna make sure the vehicle's stopped, and then I'm gonna let them know what I'm doing. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna see if there's somebody inside, but I'm not gonna let them know that I'm trying to sneak through.
Okay.
That way they.
You can talk to them.
I'm gonna just stealth on through.
Okay.
Stealthily.
So you signaled to Hell to pull up towards where you guys need to go, and then you're gonna subtly pop out of the car, all cool, and sneak your way over to the vehicle.
No, I'm gonna have her park somewhere else so that way we're not near it, but where they can still visualize it, or not visualize, still see it. What's up, Kelly?
Does this vehicle, the one that the utility vehicle, does it have access to the entrance exit of this underground parking?
Yep, it can drive out right where you came in.
Okay, and this exit entrance, does it have any type of automated, how they have the...
It does, in fact, have those little pillars that
things
can
that
come up. It does, in fact.
Okay, so now we know. We haven't been able to contact Sherlock, but can we?
Well, Sherlock's in the car with you.
Oh, but sure. Okay, so Sherlock's pad. If I give him my pad, can he raise the?
He can try. Again, it's on the bank security. There is on the side of the bank, because we're in real world, there's those access panels. So if the bank's robbed, you can plug into it to turn off the power and all that good stuff. There is one of those down here.
Oh, okay. So Sherlock, if can you go over there and raise the pylons? I guess I don't know what they're called.
Yeah, that's what they're called.
I just thought of something. They're using personal service on a lot of stuff. Is there any parking garage attendants or anything like that?
Nope.
No security guard in the booth?
Nope, it's all automated.
Okay. Would the people in the truck be able to see me going towards the pad?
Most likely, unless you have some good stealth ability.
Right.
Unless we
Because
offer a distraction.
remember, just like in the real world, it's that big bronze little plaque-looking thing that's got the water hose, and it's very obvious if you open it and start interacting with it of what's going on.
Randolfo,
Hello.
do you look like a cop? I mean, I fucking look like a cop.
For
Uniform,
me,
the whole bit.
oh no, I am
What-
more of think of what was his name? Dog, that TV show.
Dog the Bounty
I
Hunter?
was
Yeah.
I was genetically engineered. I was genetically engineered to look like a cop.
Yes, and I pretty much look like SWAT kind of person.
I just look like some guy that should not be at this bank.
Okay, but you don't look like you're dressed like a cop.
Nope.
So maybe we can use you as a distraction
Ooh, I like it.
so that Sherlock can get to the panel to try and raise the pylons.
Plus, he did say he was going to stealth off, so who's
you
going
confirmed-
first is the question.
Well, I think. Yeah. No, what were you gonna say?
Have you confirmed that there are people in that car?
No, not yet.
But that's why, just in case.
I am the distraction, and then somebody else could sneak up then.
Unless somebody has access to the cameras there to see what's going on in that parking garage.
So you want me
Wait a
to like
Wait a minute. If we're
Waiting for you.
driving in, there's only one basic entrance exit type of dealie.
Yeah?
So we're headed straight for it. Do we see any? Let me.
It's
run
parked
through-
in such a way you can't see
You
who's
see
in
it.
the vehicle.
But you said they had full view of the entrance exit.
Remember, baby, cars got backup cameras. But you can't see who's driving the vehicle or if there is someone in the vehicle.
Okay.
Basically, it's parked so armor power guys can get in and out while the guy drives without being interfered with them. Think about it that way.
Is there any difference to your guys' tactics on whether there are people in it or not? Like, are you guys gonna end up if there's nobody there? Are you guys gonna run in and try to get to the bank? And if there is somebody there, are you gonna do something different?
So if somebody's there, then we should probably see what's going on, see who they are, and go from there. And then if it's something like a robbery, then obviously take them.
But like,
It's
are you
a
gonna-
robbery. Period.
Guys,
Yeah.
we're getting a little analysis paralysis here.
yeah, exactly. I don't think you guys are going to change what you're gonna do if there's someone in the car or not.
No.
Like
Nah.
if you just
Wait.
drive in and park next to it, you might get in a firefight, but you probably would have gotten in a firefight anyway.
Actually, we'll
Yeah,
drive
fair.
in, but we're gonna pause, stop at the entrance to let Sherlock out to raise the pylons. So
Okay.
basically blocking the retreat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the
So
retreat.
that they can't get the vehicle out, kind of thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the question is Sherlock using your pad, or is he going to go up to the panel outside the bank and futz with the panel?
Panel.
Panel,
I'll
and then I could
We'll give him a pad
just in case.
just in case. Yeah.
Okay. So you guys stop so you just stop the police car blocking the way?
Yeah. I mean, we're like, well, headed in, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and he'll just get out of the car real quick and.
Okay.
Yeah, well- Yeah,
This
we'll
is-
leave the car there
So
because then
if
it'll be
we-
another
wait,
obstacle
if
that
we-
they have to get
if
over to.
we- This is probably a bad idea, but if we keep the hopper in front of the entrance, can they get out without totally destroying the hopper?
From the size of their vehicle, no. They would have to push the hopper out of the way to escape. The hopper
but
does
they
make a
have-
good barrier.
But with the pylons up too,
It would be impossible to escape this way.
exactly. So we can leave the hopper there as well, because I'm sorry, 4 people in power armor could probably move the hopper.
Right.
Okay.
But
So
they
first
can't-
thing you're doing is coming down, stopping, and letting Sherlock
Yes.
out, right?
Exactly. And then we can leave the hopper there.
Okay. So Sherlock, you're walking up to the panel.
Yep.
You're
And
putting
then am I
in your
causing a distraction or no distraction from me?
that was going to be my question: is are you staying in the car while he's doing this, or are you doing
I say
something?
we both get out of the car, because at this point in time, the hopper is just further
Yes.
blockage.
Okay. So you describe to me what's happening in what order, guys. Go for it.
Okay. The car is pulling up as we head down into it. Sherlock's jumping out, and we will park the car past the pylons. So the hopper will be on the inside of the parking center.
Okay.
Okay. Then at that point, we'll also get out and start heading towards the utility vehicle. But should we try and keep cover just in case?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so kind of like go stealthily to the sides and along the car, so they don't have a specific view of us. While
Okay.
we gain our bearings and look into their vehicle.
So which one of you is making the stealth roll?
Hold on, let me bring up my sheet.
And it's the other
I have
person
3
adding
green for stealth. What do you have?
I have 2, so I think you should
Okay,
do it.
I'll do it.
Okay, so he's going to give you a blue dice for assisting because you're working together. Do you have your weapons out, by the way? Are you being sneaky or are you being cop sneaky?
Oh no, I'm cop sneaky. My weapon's out.
Okay.
Yeah. If you have your weapon, I'm gonna have my weapon out. Always follow with the flow.
Okay, so roll your stealth.
Yeah, baby.
Okay, so, and don't forget, Randolpho, take a point of strain for that threat.
Okay.
I wasn't sure if you did or not. So you guys come creeping up, and I'm assuming you tactically split up to go on each side of the car?
Yes, so that we both have a view and that we can cross shoot across, the
Murder whoever's inside. Gotcha.
ideally.
As you both come up and snap to look at who's there, because you see there is someone in the driver's seat. In a dramatic moment, you snap and point your weapons towards the driver, I'm assuming?
Mm-hmm.
You have him dead to rights. I mean, the windshields are up, but you got him dead to rights. And the both of you see a face behind the steering wheel that you've seen in dozens of other places in town. Immediately you recognize this is Johnny, the driver clone that's been industrially sold as a cab driver all across town. He's got the perfect dimple. He's the driver guy. He's got a little bit of small talk. You know the guy's voice while you look at him, and he's got this really obnoxious, weird smile on.
Like Johnny Cab from Total Recall.
Yep, but the smile looks like he's nervous. It's not a relaxed, happy driver look. And he rolls the windows down. He pushes the little button on the steering wheel. You see his hands are at 10 and 2, on the wheel. And he hits the thumb button to lower the windows. And he just looks over and says, "Why, hello." And he's
Turn off the vehicle and get out of the. Turn off the engine and get out of the vehicle now.
Are you identifying yourself as an officer?
No.
Are you saying you don't have your badge out in the open?
Well, actually, I do have it out in the open. Duh. It's on my vest.
As it's got the little holographic display saying police
Yeah.
officer going across the badge.
I look like a freaking. Yeah.
As he smiles at you and says, "Officer, I will comply. I've been trained to always comply with police officers. Would you like me to deactivate the vehicle entirely or just cease the engine's performance?"
Entirely.
And he hits a quick couple buttons and says, "Would you like me to exit the vehicle?" And he puts his hands up on the steering wheel and prep. Perfect what you're supposed to do when you're pulled over by a police officer. So his hands are crossed on top of the wheel, fingers open. So there's no way he's got a concealed weapon. It's almost like back in rookie school when they use some of these guys to teach rookies, this is how you properly do it.
I already gave you the command to exit the vehicle.
And he says, please step back so I don't injure you by accident, officer.
I'm not even
I will
close to him.
comply. Okay, and he gladly comes out and proceeds to get on his knees and laces his hands behind his head.
Okay. How
What
many
seems to
others
be
in
the problem,
vehicle?
officer?
How many others are in the vehicle?
I've been hired to drive 6 passengers.
How many are in the vehicle?
I was the only one in the vehicle. I was told to stay in the vehicle and wait. I would be given a larger than normal tip if I waited. And you're totally getting the impression that either he's a great con man, i.e. skill check, or he is a fresh clone straight from the vats, just driving a vehicle that was rented.
Oh, what kind of skill check do I need
Yeah,
to
I was gonna say
see?
because I'm thinking it's just a little too.
If you're suspicious, you can totally give me a vigilance or perception.
I'll do perception.
Okay, I'll do perception as well.
One of you will do it, and you'll assist the other if you're doing it that way.
I have 2 yellows and I'm minus a black.
I have 3 yellows, and I also
Then-
think I get a minus black because of the eye.
Yeah, then I will assist him.
Okay. So I'm assuming you're coming over to her side of the vehicle where he's on the ground.
Yep. Looking.
Okay. Go ahead
holding my
and
gun.
make your roll.
2 threat. Nice.
As
But
you
heck
take
yeah.
2 strain hurrying over there because you kind of have that worrisome moment where she's alone and you hustle to
gets
get over there.
trigger
And you firmly believe beyond a shadow of a doubt he's just a hired driver. And he's probably like you can still smell the vat water on this clone.
Fresh. Just pulled out.
I mean, as a cop, you've known many places will
Yeah.
rent these guys new, and if they accidentally die, well, you just have to pay for their replacement. I mean, they are clones. It's not like they're
Yeah.
people, right?
No. I'm gonna let her know. I'm like, nah. This guy's fresh. Right out. He has nothing to do with this.
And speaking of clones, Sherlock opens up the panel and has to just give me an easy computer roll to activate the security. And I'm giving you a blue.
Hacking?
Nope, not hacking, just psyops.
Oh, I'm no good at psyops.
It's only when he has a challenge that he gets worked up.
Okay, tell me when you're ready.
Go for it. Now I got a blue dice in there since you're using your police codes. You have no problem opening the panel, activating it. It gives you this series of little tiny LED screens to see what's in public space in the bank. You clearly now pull up. If you look at your map real quick, I'll ping some things. You clearly see the open area here where the camera pans and shows where people would be sitting talking to a banking person. You clearly see the large gates. These here are people in line that seem to be like shuffling with people in line.
Are
banks
you?
do.
Wait.
I'm not seeing anything on the.
I'm not seeing any marks on the map.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any pings either that you're talking about.
You're not seeing any red color pings?
No.
Okay, hit your refresh button real quick.
I just refreshed and I'm not seeing anything.
I just refreshed to my map with blank.
Okay, try pinging that. Okay,
So-
I'm seeing Scott's and I'm seeing mine now, and Eric,
I'm-
you're not in there, baby.
Brown.
Okay,
Yeah,
let me
you're
get
not in
back into
there.
Roll20. That's weird. Let me log back into Roll20. There we go. It's slowly coming back. Yeah, when I came back in, I was all alone. Okay, so bank. Do you see my pings?
Yes,
Yeah.
I see you ping now.
Okay, so you see the camera showing the public area here where there's tables where bankers would talk to people. You know, that
Okay.
typical car loans, that type of thing. And there's the here's the tellers on the other side of the bulletproof glass. You see some people standing in line,
Okay.
and you see a camera kind of here points towards these automatic tellers.
Okay.
But you can't really see the private. It's purposely made that you can't read the screens or what the people are doing.
Right.
You see there's a guy here and there's a guy here that's standing like off to the wall, not at the actual console.
I'm assuming these are like pillars.
This is, yeah, it's a pillar kind of device type of deal. It may be a concealed
So
elevator.
this is the safe.
That
The
would be
vault?
the safety security deposit boxes, yes.
Okay.
And this would totally be the manager's desk.
Okay. There probably aren't any cameras that look inside it, but
Nope.
can I see if it's the door is open?
This door is closed. It's a little bars.
The security vault door.
This door. Well, you can't. This is the door that opens. You can't see that with the camera.
Okay.
But you can clearly see this door is nicely closed. Yeah, it doesn't seem damaged or anything like that. And the people are kind of standing around. Go
Where's
ahead.
the receptionist?
The receptionist, it's a good question. She's probably inside the bank. Maybe basically one of these desks.
Okay, and I can't see her at all.
Nope. But
Are these stairs going down?
those are
or
stairs going up. If you would like, go ahead and give me a... Gonna add 2 black because it's a teeny tiny camera. To do a vigilance or perception check to see if you see more. If you want, you don't have to. I mean, you don't have to do anything skill-wise.
Okay, where'd it go?
Because, of course, the exact moment you're doing that or something else... And by the way, you can just push the button and lock down the parking area.
Right, okay.
Do you do that?
Yes.
As immediately you see in classic European style, those pylons come up from the floor and some pylons come down from the ceiling and they meet in the middle at different varying heights from pylon to pylon. So it looks very artistic.
I definitely want to make a perception roll.
Okay, go for it.
Tell me when you're ready.
Go for it.
Damn!
Things seem to be... I mean, you are looking on like iPad-sized screens, so it's kind of hard to really notice details. And someone's actually working against you, so everything looks fine. Nothing to be nervous about. People in
We're all good
line,
here.
people
How
are
are
doing their
you?
thing, you know. Tellers are at the window exchanging money for stuff, you know, or taking pieces of paper back and forth.
The same piece of paper?
He can't tell. I mean, it looks like the line's moving from his point of view.
Okay.
And just at that moment, you hear, you know, across the parking lot, your friends had the vehicle turned off and have the guy outside the vehicle, and they're doing the whole cop loud thing. So what do you guys do?
Ask the Johnny Cab whether they left. 4 of them left the vehicle in power armor suits.
4 of my clients were wearing very, very dapper technology. I don't know the exact type, but they said these were business suits, and something humorous was said about that. I don't know of what the humor was, but I laughed along with them.
Uh-huh.
We shared a moment.
Business suits. Ha 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 ha.
Business suits. Wink, nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
As he laughs with you two making your little comments. Often.
So,
They don't know when the laughter is at their expense, but they laugh nonetheless.
And we don't even see anyone wearing any of the power armor.
Nope.
So, and you said how many stories is this building?
It's a 6-story building.
6-story.
And it goes down like 2 floors.
Have they found? Do they have any idea of what this might be? I mean, I think, a bank heist seems to be the most logical solution, but like, is there anything indicating that this is actually the case?
Do you watch what was on the jump drive?
Yes. So, like, in this time, I want to backtrack the bank numbers and get as much information out of it as I can.
Okay. So do me a favor and give me either a vigilance or perception.
Perception. I'm ready when you. Actually, I would like to push that plot button.
Nom, 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 nom.
There we go.
Delicious. Okay,
Yes.
got an upgrade in there for you. Go ahead and make your roll as Agent A and B are busy interrogating your buddy.
Yeah.
And you're watching the video in exquisite detail since you have privacy.
I like instant gratification. It is one of my favorite things.
So what would you like for that triumph? You do succeed at getting some extra information, but I want to know about the triumph first.
That's a good question.
Would you like me to tell you the answer first, and then you can throw the triumph out?
Yes.
I just had visions of Starship Troopers. Would you like to know more?
So you're watching this very cocky gangster do his little spiel, talking to your buddy, your partner, the cop who you feel like has betrayed you at this point. As he's going on his spiel of the important thing is not that all 6 of the crew get out of the bank, but one person in particular, and he kind of lifts up a little Oni mask. It's a typical red big nose Oni mask, and he holds it with some reverence. And then he picks up something that looks very particular. First you think it's just a storage box, and then you immediately recognize it as a safety deposit box. And you notice when he's holding it and talking, his hands are flashing in a series of gestures that look like numbers. As he gestures to you the numbers 3363. And then a thumbs up that lasts longer than just talking with your hands. And you're totally picking up on that. But what would you like for your triumph?
Does 3363 correlate to anything that I would know of, like the security box number or a password?
You're not quite sure.
Okay.
But you think it may relate to a specific box.
The triumph, does it have to be perception related?
It's something that you witnessed or you did while witnessing.
Does anyone have any suggestions?
Is it the same as the bank account number?
No, it's totally different. The bank account number is like 42 numbers.
Well, I meant like the last 4 or something.
No, he's definitely getting the idea that this is a deposit box number.
So, okay, now you said that there's one of these 6 people is more important than all of the others.
Yes.
Which one?
He held up a red Oni mask. That's the
Yeah.
only clue you have
Exactly.
so far.
So maybe your triumph could be something that gives us a little more information
Can I
about
find a
that
place?
individual person.
Can I find a point where the filter stopped working? Like maybe it's the person that's talking to us, right? Maybe
Ooh.
like a frame where the filter flickered or something.
You find a beautiful reflection in a
Ooh.
drinking glass he picks up, and you zoom in on it, and there's his face unaltered.
Is he familiar?
For a triumph, I will say you have seen him talking to Cam. And from what you recall, as you get this little flashback of this expensive car pulling up, and you saw the window come down, and this guy talked to Cam, and he's got some very particular facial piercings, that you have a feeling he is someone high up in the organization in 14K.
Okay. I forward the information. You know, I imagine he's got a mugshot.
Oh yeah, he's got lots of mugshots.
I'll forward them the mugshot and the picture that I was able to salvage, so that they know that this is the
one
This
we
is the
had are
important
the
target.
main target.
Well, now remember, the person talking on the image is probably not on site.
But they'll still have, like, if for whatever reason this
Yeah.
guy shows up.
Yeah, I
they'll
just
have-
wanted to make sure you wouldn't have any
Yeah, yeah.
confusion. He's not on site. He's on another place sending this message.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. I didn't figure
But
he
still,
was getting.
one of the people here of these 6 that are doing the heist is the important one.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We have to figure out who that is.
Well, I'm assuming that of the 6 people, there's a driver, the 4 guys that are probably going to die fighting, and then one other guy.
Okay, so as he sends that message to all of you guys, everyone, of course, but Sherlock gets the ping because this poor damn pad. As what do you guys do with the driver? Do you like handcuff him to the vehicle? What do you do?
Yeah, because he is a person, a person of interest in there, and he is involved, so he's getting arrested just like the rest of them will.
Okay, so what do you do with him? I mean, do you handcuff him to the
handcuff
vehicle?
him.
To what?
I handcuff him to a different vehicle, or is there
Okay.
like a pipe rail or something?
Yeah, there's totally a water pipe type of deal that you could handcuff him to. I just want to know what you're handcuffing him to.
Yeah, he's not going to be handcuffed to the vehicle.
Okay.
So, yeah, a pipe in the area type of thing.
Okay, you take him over to the nearest utility pipe and you handcuff him to it. It's very humiliating, the poor little clone. Going to be scarred
not humiliating.
For life.
He is involved in
Okay, so what do you guys do next?
Okay, at this point,
this has all been like 15 seconds.
How many entrances into the bank are there at this point?
At this point, on this floor that you're on, there's 2 big, nice double doors.
Okay, so basically at this point, check the door, see if there's any type of, I don't know, is it locked? Is it?
It just has one of those, step on this plate, be caution, double doors. It's security door type of setup. Are you guys going through the first set of doors together? You leaving Sherlock outside? What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna go up with her too.
Well, I thought that I would have been able to catch up to them by now.
Yeah, they're walking up to you. So.
Oh, okay.
Are you going with?
Yeah. Do we know where these stairs would be on our level?
They don't exist on your level.
Okay.
Okay.
Elevator it is.
So you guys go in. There's, you come in the first doors. They automatically open. You get this welcome chime as this VR pop-up says, "Welcome to your new future in banking. A future rooted in the past. And of course, it's totally this commercial as you walk in, and it says, "Please enter the elevator ahead. You will be security checked." And of course, you're cops, you know these things happen. Are you going to bypass the security check with the police credentials?
Yes.
Okay, so you put your credentials in and you just bypass the security check and you get the chime of, "Thank you, officers. Please come aboard with your police issued weapons only. This is a safe place. Please identify yourself to our local security officer." And a picture pops up showing this guy with a nice, mild, unshaved beard. And he's got this very ex military look. He says, "This is Security Specialist Davis. He will be your security liaison. Would you like him to meet you at the elevator?"
No.
"Very well. He will be notified, but he will not join you at the elevator. Please do not disrupt normal business, as this can be seen as rude or abrupt for our clientele." And basically,
Oh, you're in for a treat.
the elevator kind of pops up over here in this area, like right up out of the floor, kind of moves around to let the elevator pop up, so that way you can get into the full queue of anything you need from down below. And as you three are in the elevator, as the elevator's coming up with the elevator music, what would people see looking at you right now? What do the three of you look like?
Well, I'll kind of be behind Sherlock and Randolpho so that I'm not as obvious and with my weapons.
So what is your weapon you have out?
Let's see. Hold on, let me switch back to my character sheet. Oh, I have to reopen the character sheet because
And you do have your police badge out, which has got the little holographic police symbol floating around. Which is good, because it means you look like a police officer, not a bank robber.
I do look like a police officer.
Okay. My badge is actually like around my neck. I'm not actually holding it.
Okay, so you got the necklace style badge.
Right, and I've got the Synap pistol.
Okay.
It just says pistol.
Okay, so nobody pulled the shotgun out of the trunk of the car.
I can't.
Oh, there was a shotgun in the car?
There's a pair of shotguns in the trunk of the car.
Yo, I did not know about that. Can I
So
go back and
what
grab one?
does Randolpho look like? It's too late now. The elevator's on its way.
Dang it. All right. So I'm in my regular clothes.
Uh-huh.
It's my work clothes, but I'm more of a bounty hunter, so I wear my regular clothes. So that way I blend in with everyone else.
As obviously you guys are getting kind of roughhousey in the elevator. Obviously, that sounds like Randolpho. He is the bounty hunter. So the lift opens up, and you guys are staring at the bank. Bank people are staring at you as you come out with your weapons all out. And there's a tense moment of silence. Now, as this tense moment of silence happens, I think that's a good time to roll your vigilance.
Okay.
As obviously someone is getting extra uppity. Hold on, I didn't have the box open yet. Never mind, it got two of you. If only two of you have rolled, then it got you. Perfect.
Character sheet, yep, skills. Oh. Where is the vigilance again?
Combat.
It should be on the combat tab.
Weapons, talents, and powers.
Alright, then initiative, vigilance. Bop, bop. There we are.
Oof. Oof.
Federal.
Okay. So as you guys pop up, people are looking at you. You're looking at the people. Something is happening. Who's going first? I'm kind
Do
of
you see
scared.
any big guys in power armor?
Nobody seems to be sporting big armor suits of military grade power armor at the moment. If they are, they may have sequestered themselves.
I'm gonna pull out Hell and just kind of.
Actually, that's a pretty good question. Who's got the best perception?
Perception. I've
I
got.
have 2 yellow and a green.
Then it's Randolfo. He's got the 3
yellow.
and I've got 2 yellow, and he and I are both minus a black as well.
Okay, that's not a problem. So 3 yellow. That's pretty damn good.
Oh, wait a second. I want to come up with a valuable fact about the bank.
Ooh, look at you using
For
your racial
Yeah.
abilities.
No, this is a talent that I just bought. Once per encounter, perform a valuable facts action. Make an average knowledge check. If successful, add triumph to one ally's skill check.
Oh. Oh. Heck yeah.
So you need an average difficulty?
Yep.
Okay. Go for it.
Damn.
As unfortunately, you don't know nothing about the banking system.
Okay.
Some days you do, some days you don't. God bless you.
Thank you.
As Randolfo sneezes at this weird, awkward moment, it's totally out of place. People are making looks. Oh. So, with Randolfo's keen eyes, as you guys have this Old West moment where you get the squinty eyes of the 3 of you that look all around, and you get the
Whoa, yep, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, I think we're all went there, right?
You notice that this little potted plant that's next to the gate, it looks like it's a real plant, but a couple of the leaves and sticks are broken, like it was abruptly knocked over and then someone kind of like propped it back up. You notice that the people in line kind of like are shuffling in place, and the 3 tellers are all giving each other looks. And this guy is talking to someone around the corner here who keeps making a clangy noise.
A clingy noise.
Clangy noise, like metal hitting, like someone in a large metal suit in a too
Suit
small
might be
space.
hiding in a
Hiding in plain sight. Who would have guessed?
As somebody mumbles about the police. And this guy looks really nervous at you for the 2 threats. He starts
Hold it,
giving...
Where does the elevator come out?
It comes out right over here.
Oh, that's my turn order was in. Let me move the turn order. Oh, look, there we are.
And that's all before you guys take your first action. Who's gonna do what?
Well, I've already used an action this turn, right?
Well, no, that was you coming up the elevator trying to help your teammates out. So that was retcon type of thing.
Oh, okay.
Mainly because their action was to hide and they failed. So who's going first?
I will, because since me and that guy have like the moment.
Okay, which guy? This guy? this guy?
Yeah, the ex-Yet guy.
That guy?
And I have the carbine out.
Carbine, okay.
Yep, that's the thing that I have. I'm gonna. Oh, there's people in the way.
No, there's not.
Oh,
But
there's not.
you're gonna shoot random person here?
Oh,
Just
I
because
thought that was.
he looks suspicious. I didn't say he has thug written on him.
Okay. All right, never mind.
He's
I mean-
probably under duress and being made to.
And he's talking to someone around this wall here. I mean, you could totally open fire on him if you want. You just have to deal with the paperwork after.
Nah, no paperwork. In that case, I should probably like, since I don't know who they're talking to or the threat, I want to sneak up.
It's a fairly open area, but I'll let you try to sneak. Gonna give you a black dice from the nice, well-lit area.
Yeah. Dang it. Moving up cautiously.
Okay, give me your stealth.
Wash.
As you come walking out and you kind of like step on the planter here. So, how far out are you coming?
I was
As
gonna
you're
go up to like. I'm guessing those are like benches. I'm gonna go up like behind the bench, kneel down behind it.
So you take a knee. Ooh, that's why you gotta wash. You suspiciously drop to a knee with a carbine in your hands.
Yep.
Okay, something is about to happen, people. Okay, who's going next?
Well, let's see here. He's taking a knee behind
That's a big support beam, right?
This is a big support beam. Probably has something hidden inside it like an elevator.
I'm gonna hide behind that.
Okay. Okay, so people are getting kind of shifty with you guys doing that. Okay.
And call in for help at this point because we have this confirmed.
Well, we would have called in down below when we got the confirmation from.
Well, you
Johnny
didn't say you
Cab.
did.
I thought we said we called it in on our trip
You
there.
guys, yeah, you already called in there. That's what I'm saying, is you didn't say you called any additional backup. That first backup is totally in process. It's working. You're in the queue.
Right. So now it's only like 25 minutes out.
That's right. I forgot.
How about officers being shot at code 1?
So you actually whip out Hell's pad and you say that into the pad?
Quietly.
Okay. Officers being shot at. It's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Shit's going down.
Okay, so Hell, what are you doing before all hell is about to break loose?
Okay, well, let's see here. So, I will go also take cover, at the pillar on this side of the pillar. So I have view of here and theoretically this area. And should pretty much they know we're here, right? I mean, it's kind of obvious.
You came out as cops with guns and badges flashing, yeah.
So, basically, call out the 6 individuals here who are here to rob this facility, including the 4 people in power armor. Lay down your weapons and give yourselves up. That way they know we know specifics.
Yeah, I like that. That's a nice move. So, bottom of the initiative, all of a sudden, people start freaking out. All these people here, a couple are running towards the door here. That was not what I was trying to do. Why are my people untouchable? Well, these people...
I don't even see people.
You don't see the bunny people?
No.
Well,
No.
that's probably
There's
the
no
problem then.
people. Do we
Let
need
me
to
fix
read?
that. Nope, you don't need to do nothing. Just give me a breath. 3 breaths and a pause. Do you see the bunny people now?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm like making sure you can see these people. You see that guy, right?
Which guy?
Those guys?
If you're pinging something, I'm not
Oh,
seeing. Oh,
I see.
something
Oh yeah,
disappeared.
there's a little Mario guy, kinda.
Yeah, like a red
Yeah.
hat kind of thing. Or brains? I don't know.
It's a chef's hat. Okay, so these 4 people in line immediately freak out and run, and they're like, "It's a robbery!" And they're running and freaking out because obviously the jig is up.
Well, they
These
obviously saw the people in the power armor.
these 3 people all kind of like huddle in the corner, and the tellers kind of like wave at you, like, and they point this direction over here. Basically,
Okay,
they're
towards the vault.
gesturing without
Mhm.
saying and getting shot for saying there's someone behind the wall here.
Okay.
And immediately a bunch of shit's about to happen. So these 2 guys step forward and pull out their little pistols they had hidden, making them look like innocent witnesses. And they're like, "Get on the floor, all of you! We already locked the door." And the people start screaming, kind of like huddle down to try not to get shot. And they're waving their guns at the people. "Get out of here, you fuzz!"
Didn't you just say you locked the door?
Yeah,
You
but
locked us out.
you just came up on an elevator, guys. You can step on the tile that brings the elevator back up.
It just was funny that we locked the doors. Get out.
And then all of a sudden, stuff's not funny when out around the corner here steps a gentleman in military grade power armor. Right here with a very large weapon. And he basically points it at a hostage and says, "Drop your guns or the hostage dies." Ooh. And you see him kind of put his hand up to his helmet. He's obviously raiding his compatriots.
Mm.
What's
What does he look like?
Big industrial government body armor, total camo job on it. It's got that beautiful, jungle pattern camouflage.
Are they all wearing masks?
The power armor suits guys are, these 2 guys are not. They look like just regular schmoes off the streets.
Yeah. So they were never going to let these people live.
Okay, so he is firmly showing intent to harm this person if you don't drop your weapons. Just to let you guys know. Who's going first? And 8 squares is short range, by the way.
What was that?
Someone's phone said it's past 9:00.
wow, yeah.
So
Eric
he is at
just
medium
said he's
range.
got to run.
Oh no!
So
You've lost your tech support. So who's going first?
well,
Any of us have a weapon large enough to actually damage him?
I thought I did, but my thing says I only have a pistol.
I have that carbine. Would that work or?
Any weapon could technically hurt the power armor suit. It just means it has soak. So you want to do more damage than not.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't want to shoot and then make him shoot the hostage.
What are you gonna do?
Well, basically at this point, what? What was the huh for?
No, I thought I had an idea, but no. I mean, I could have just walked up to him, put my weapon down, and then get close so that I could activate the grenade.
That would definitely take out the hostage.
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't, baby, because
Why?
if he threw the grenade at this guy, the other two are adjacent.
Oh, that's true.
I can throw it. Hell yeah, brother.
Hey, if we're gonna go out, let's go out in style.
Yeah.
Now, he is within short range, he is within medium range.
Range, okay, light, so I have to get closer to make sure I get it.
If you want to go for this guy. I mean, technically, what kind of grenade are you throwing?
Glop.
Glop?
G-L-O-P.
Yeah,
Yep.
you could totally hit a hostage with a glop grenade. It's non-lethal.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's just it's goo.
Oh, yay. I'm down.
Isn't it?
All right.
That's kind of like what they're for.
Yeah, it's
That's-
basically a slime grenade.
Okay, that explains glop. And then, whenever, do I just roll or do I wait for you?
Well, who are you going after? Are you
Bam. Non-lethal glop. I'm good. I'm cool. No one's gonna get hurt. It's just gonna get sticky.
Okay, so you're throwing the glop grenade at this guy?
Yep.
Now, did you read your glop grenade?
Oh, let's see. One blast and snare 4, ammo 1.
Now remember, it ensnares, it doesn't immobilize, so they can still act. It just means they can't move.
If they can't move, easier for us. They won't be
Okay.
able to turn.
Okay, so you just need difficulty for shorts. Are you gonna aim since you're taking a knee behind
Aim.
there, not maneuvering?
Yep, I'm gonna aim. Lock and load.
Okay, I've got a blue in there. It's a short distance. He has range defense 1. Go ahead and take your shot. Now, it is an explosive item with blast. There is a rule for blast weapons. It's 2 advantage to activate blast, or if you miss, 3 will hit everything around your target. So he'll be included in blast 1. But it also means if you do that, he's not going to get ensnared, because that requires 2 advantage too.
Okay. Dang, okay. So I'd be able to get them even.
It kind of blows up in stickiness, but just covers them in stickiness and doesn't actually stop them.
Yeah, it's kind of like it blew up in midair, basically.
Yeah.
Haha.
Is that what you
Yay.
want for your 3 advantage, or do you want something like you knock him prone? I mean, that could be a thing instead.
3 event, yeah, let's knock him prone.
Or, well, can't really disarm him because his power armor's built-in weapons. So you're going to knock him prone?
Knock him prone, make him have to get up.
Wait! I've got an idea.
Okay.
He's in power armor, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Could we have like gooped his vision?
You could have tried if somebody had some uber hacking and some time to hack it.
The goop. Instead of like ensnaring him or things like that, could the Glop have gotten his camera input?
Well, it won't be able to permanently blind him. Because it's like if you roll the triumph, yes. But for 3 advantage, it's only like a momentary setback.
Oh, okay.
Like a trip or a disarm or running out of ammo type of thing. For a triumph, you totally could have blinded the guy.
Yeah, let's knock him prone. I think that'd be
Okay.
a better option.
Okay. So we've got a couple of the hostages here going. They're banging at the door. And he's just like, I told you to lock the door! And these people over here are crying, and they're like, they've got more hostages in the back! So, who's going next?
Well,
Before this guy starts shooting the shit out of the place.
Well, I'm gonna shoot him because that's about all I can do.
Okay, and your weapon's got medium range, right?
Yes, it does.
Okay. He's in his
And
armor.
I'm aiming.
And you're aiming. Do you have any special cool upgradey stuff?
Hold on, let me check my I've got quick draw, toughen. Going to my item inventory. Nope, that doesn't. Let me go into skills.
As obviously the glop grenade is set off the smoke detector.
Nope. Nope, nothing. I mean,
Okay.
I have. All right. So you ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so you take aim and you shoot him masterfully. Now, he's wearing a power armor suit, so it's pretty tough.
Okay. So the 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 10 points of. Oh no, it's 7 points of damage, but it crits with 3.
Okay, so I can tell you he soaks all 7 points, so you can't get a crit. But you
Holy
can do
crap.
something else.
I can't crit, which means I do no fucking damage.
You have 3 advantage and a triumph. You can do something else.
Yeah, well, he certainly is blind now.
Do you want to do that?
Yes.
Okay, you shoot him in the visor and it just makes this horrible cracking sound as he rubs his visor, and you just see him smear the goop on his forearm all over his visor by accident. So not only is he prone, he is now blind. Now you still have 3 advantage. What would you like to do?
Well, at this point, I'm going to go ahead and give, I want to give Randolfo a blue.
Okay.
Yay.
Okay, so that brings us up to Sherlock. Diplomacy has left the building.
Yes.
They were never
Okay,
going to let
so-
them live.
I know. I was trying to do some map stuff, and I still don't do that right. So I put a brown line there. Can you get rid of that?
Sure.
And then, how do you do that measurement thing?
You click on the measuring tool. It should be like right here on your toolbar. It's under the magnifying glass. And you click snap to center, and then when you hold down, you can move your arrow.
Okay. So it's medium range to the door as well.
Uh-huh. Remember, it is a cyberpunk world, and it's an electronic door.
Yeah. But I don't have anything that I can currently hack it with.
We gave you my pad, remember?
You have Hell's Pad, remember?
Yeah, okay. I will use Hell's Pad to open up the door.
Hell hath no fury like a pad scorned. Okay, so it is a... Did you roll already?
No,
you upgraded. I like that. Okay. So I've got the difficulty for there plus the upgrade. Go ahead and roll your hacking. As you immediately get her pad and you go do 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 do, and in pure cyberpunk fashion, you see this like imaginary line go to the door, and the door responds to your hack, and immediately the door goes click click. Now, are you opening the door or just unlocking the door?
I'm opening the door if I can.
Okay, you totally hit the emergency button, and the doors go flinging open. As the people look around, going, "We're saved!" As people out at the street are like, no shit, there was a cop car, it just like skidded up here and drove off. Weirdest shit ever. And the doors go flying open in the bank. People in the street are like,
Now, does that also set off the like bank alarms?
no. Unless for your advantage you'd like it to do that.
Yes.
Okay, because normally when hacking, unless you rolled threats, that's the only way it would set the alarms off. So immediately the bank's little flashing light outside starts going off and people start skedaddling out of the way because they know what a bank robbery looks like when they see one. Okay, anything for your movement?
No, except like hugging this post like it's my favorite friend.
Okay, oops, did I go? I went too far. Let's go back to that guy. There we go. This guy's pissed. He just got shot and glooped. He's blind. He's going to yell at these guys, don't let the hostages escape. And he's going to grab with his ungoopy hand his comm on the side of his head and start communicating again. Some stuff's happening in the distance. You hear loud crashing coming from the safe. Must be pretty fucking intense if you're hearing it through a safe.
Oh God.
Or pretty big.
As yeah, this guy's gonna move enough that you can now see him. So over here, this door opens up. And through the bars that are here, you see there is a guy in power armor there. His face has a red smear of something like lipstick or paint was just haphazardly face print and streaked down his face. Completely clashes with the army camouflage on him.
It looks accidental, or does it look specific?
It looks very specific since you realize his hand holding his weapon has the same red on it, so he must have done it to
Okay.
himself. It doesn't look like a die pack or anything fancy like that.
Okay.
And this guy, he's going to get up from prone even though he can't see well. He's blind, but he's not going to just stay on a knee, groping around like a weirdo. And this guy's totally kind of come up, put his gun to one of the hostages' heads, make some veiled threats. If you cops don't let me escape, I'll kill the hostages. Yeah, I'll kill the hostages.
The fucking door is open. Why didn't he just run out with the hostages?
Well, that's what he's doing, baby. He just doesn't know if there's a dozen cops outside waiting for him.
Ooh, fair. I'm gonna be like, if we do that, your face is gonna be all over the news. There's no saving you.
Don't tell him that.
I was gonna say,
Good luck.
And
he knows.
needless to
Good
say,
luck.
these hostages don't fall for his shit. They're continuing to run.
You're gonna make it worse on yourself. Just give up and call it a day.
And this guy's going to totally come out towards here, look at you and say, "Screw you, pigs!" And he's going to shoot the cop prone.
No, I've been noticed.
Well, you did just yell.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's like if you talk, you get shot. And do you have any range defense?
No defense.
No defense, but you are
But you
on
have cover.
you are
Yeah, I do
taking a
have cover.
knee, so
I have
but
some
you are at
defense.
short range.
Well, we could certainly use a break. Come on, roll bet. Oh. Here we go.
I'm like, what are you talking about?
Oh, well,
I hadn't
I
rolled
thought
yet.
that, yeah, I was about to say, I thought that roll was in like, oh, that's why I went, oh, that's the old other roll.
Okay.
I mean, if nobody's going to use it, I'll use it. And, like, did I roll twice?
Yes, you did.
Would someone
Or
give
you-
me one
you-
of my points
you
back
hit
while I
the-
shoot Rindolfo for 7 points of damage?
So and then there's 3 soak, so it'll be
So
4 damage.
4 damage. As he shoots you and says, "Screw you, cop!" See, just like that, a little fierce barking dog.
That one's not mine.
And this
That was
guy,
fun.
this guy yells through the bars, "Knock it off! Stick with the plan if the plan's falling apart." And he zips back behind this closed door. Obviously, things are happening. So, who's going next?
I hate it when they say stick with the plan.
I'll go. I'm gonna shoot the legs off this guy over here.
Remember, you have the blue,
Oh
the
yeah.
one that
Ooh.
I gave you.
Yep, I got that blue.
She
I'm
gave
gonna
you
use
a
it to
blue
make.
dice. Are you aiming?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and he is within short range, isn't he?
Yep, I believe so. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep.
Okay, I've got the extra blue dice. The blue dice for aiming against short range. Go ahead and take your shot.
Yay.
So 9 points of damage.
Yep. Heck yeah.
So you did say you're shooting his legs, so I take it you mean not to kill him?
Yep, not to kill him.
What does it look like when you subdue him with your shots?
Do him with. Oh man. All right. What I meant was like kind of do a couple shots at his legs, so that way he'd be immobilized.
As he basically hits the ground screaming, grabbing his now damaged
Yep.
legs.
No, I just ripped off his legs. I'm sorry, bud.
Okay.
And then hopefully that'll give this guy. And then I'm gonna scream at this guy. Do you want to end up like your buddy? Stand down.
As he's just like looking at his hostages, who he tried to intimidate really well. And sadly for the hostages, it's their turn and they're just like, "Screw you!" And they're running out. Double moves out to escape. These guys are moving and they're like, here, unfortunately putting themselves right in the hostage spot. The tellers here have disappeared. You don't know where they went, but they're out of sight. Hopefully, it means not in harm's way. And which one of you guys is going next?
Well, I mean, I can try and shoot at this guy again, but I literally cannot do enough damage.
You can always get closer and make the dice pool easier. I mean, he is blind. You clearly see that he cannot see through his eyes. He keeps elbowing like a kid with sleep in his eyes, his visor, and it's just making it worse.
What weapons does this guy have?
This guy has a really cheap pistol. It's just a regular 6 damage, 3 crit pistol.
I mean, as an incidental, can I kick his gun away and then shoot this guy?
You can totally kick the gun out of the way.
But I want to aim.
Okay, so you're going to take 2 strain?
Yep.
Okay. And there's always story points on your side, just saying.
Oh yeah, we're going to have to use it.
I mean, when you want to make sure that something happens, interesting things happen. I got it in there for you.
Yeah, nothing happens.
3 advantage and a fucking triumph happens.
Again, I don't do any fucking damage.
So you shoot him, and the round ricochets off his military-grade power armor suit. But something happens.
Can it kill the hydraulics line so that it just can't move?
For a triumph, I will totally say that you hit his power coupler and his suit deactivates, and he's basically trapped inside the suit.
Thank you.
So he is essentially taken out by his power armor suit is now powered down, and since he is blind, he cannot take the 1 minute to get out of the suit. What would you like for the 3 advantage?
For the 3 advantage, sorry, Sherlock, I'm gonna give it to Randolfo because,
Yeah, no problem.
I'm gonna give him another blue.
I mean, it's 3 advantage. If you give him all 3, he gets an upgrade.
Oh, well, I'll do that. I thought to give a specific person one, it required 3.
No, it's 2 for a specific person, 1 for the next person.
Well,
But for 3, you can go for an upgrade.
Yeah, then I wasted one of the advantages because I thought on the last roll. Okay, so then you're going to get an upgrade, Randolfo.
As long as
Maybe.
it's related to her cool shooting.
Yeah, I'll be shooting.
Okay. Okay, so who's going next, Sherlock?
So,
Alarms are
the guys on the-
bleeping.
right, the guys on the other side of those security gate, right?
They're now out of sight and out of mind, right?
What's the material of that security gate?
This is like a safe door, and this is a armored, like portcullis, basically. You know when you go to the casinos and the banks and you see the barred door, the gates?
Yeah, is there any way that I can hack that so that way it doesn't open?
You could try.
Is it easier or harder than the doors?
It would actually be the same.
Okay. Yeah, let me try that. That might save our ass for a little bit.
Okay, I've got your difficulty in there.
What are we at?
You're at
Okay,
3 for
yeah.
you guys and 2 for me.
Yeah, we're gonna need that to not die if this doesn't work.
As you attempt to lock the gate, and for some reason the AI just says denied. You lack the proper clearance. I am locking you out. And for 2 threat, you see like a warning meter pop up on Hell's pad that her IP address has just been flagged. So top of the order, this guy, you hear muffled screams as his shut down suit kind of goes into this weird recliner position with him in it. It looks very uncomfortable to be trapped in that position. And you hear some loud megaphone sound screaming saying, "Get what we need to get, we gotta go."
We should.
Okay,
If we know where
top.
they're going. I was gonna say we could probably like head down and then wait for them by their vehicle.
Well, their escape hatch is right here, the elevator you guys came up in.
Yeah.
They have to chew through you to get out, or out of the open doors.
Yeah, and if they think that they have a vehicle down there.
Though they did clearly see the cops come up from their genius escape plan.
Well, not the ones back here.
Uh-huh.
They just see us hiding behind the thing. So there's this one guy here that we know of.
Who's going
they can
first?
Go out the front, but then they have no vehicle.
Oh,
If they try to go down, they don't know that they don't have a vehicle. So depending on what they're looting or stealing, the fact that they require power armor suits. I don't know.
So who wants to go first?
I'll go first. I'm gonna try to take out this guy, but
Oh, it's gonna be ugly.
Yep.
It's gonna be a bloodbath.
But guess what I have to do? A better line of sight.
I'm like, are you aiming on top of it?
Yeah, I am gonna be aiming. I don't want to shoot no hostages. Not today.
Okay, I got your blue dice. I got your upgrade from hell against one mighty purple.
It stands no chance.
As
Are
what does
you
it?
aiming to kill?
No, for the legs again.
Okay.
Okay, you blow this guy's legs out, and he does the classic bank robbery guy who falls to the ground clutching his leg wounds, going and then like quickly passes out.
Good. So we know we got 2 down. I mean, I could have restrained him, but no, I'm thinking too much into it. I'm happy with this. I'm gonna use that advantage to give back strain.
Okay, because you took a nice leisurely kneel and a shot.
Yep.
These people appreciate you. They look at you gladly as they run away.
Question: These this is just like a slow. It's not really a
This
wall
is
per
that
se.
little
It's,
ribbon that keeps the line
yeah,
moving in the
it's
proper
just
order.
okay.
Yeah, this is an actual wall,
Okay.
and these are hints at a wall.
Okay, so as far as we know, all the other combatants are beyond this wall.
Yep.
And those are the only one. These 3 were the only ones that were on this side of the secure door.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as we know, there is no other way out of the bank except through this door. Or is there another way?
I mean, you got 3 guys in power armor suits. They could make it be surprising what you can run through with a power armor suit.
No. And a power armor suit is not subject to water. I mean, it's not going to be.
Yep, you know from
susceptible
experience that it's fairly
Waterproof.
environmental.
Yeah, I was gonna say can't short it out like by turning on the sprinklers.
Oh, during the war, those Fatal
Do
Flaw models got.
you have any mechanics?
Me?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me check.
And while you check, I'm gonna go hit the restroom real quick. So there.
I actually have 1 yellow and a green in mechanics.
Okay, I just have 3 green. I was wondering if there's any way that you could like salvage some weapons off the mech that we killed. Or is down.
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to. Right now, it's imprisoning the guy in there. It's possible, I suppose, but Jim would have to let me know if that's a possibility. Because right now, like, do they need the power armor suits to lift whatever it is? Like, is it something heavy that they're trying to rob, even though it's in a safe deposit box? Or just as extra gunpowder?
I think it's extra gunpowder, but they might be able to. That's something I could think of too. Is why would all 4 of them need a power armor?
Exactly.
So I feel like it'll be power, and they are probably stealing something big and heavy.
Well, and I'm sorry, I don't think the bank walls are going to be that easy to bust through, but with 3 of them.
They may be made of a. And I heard like 1 or 2 explosions.
Huh. I mean, even in then, I mean, if they were to bust through the wall to get out, it's not like they're going to get away. Although I think Sherlock will have to definitely radio for medical. since
Yeah.
we have 2 assailants in need of medical attention.
They didn't want to back down. I was
Okay,
trying to
I'm
Still
back.
have a ways before backup comes.
Okay, so who's going next? Hell? Sherlock?
Well, I'm assuming that this door is locked.
According to what Sherlock could tell you before, it seems not to be locked.
So they don't have the ability to relock it after they hacked it
Or they left it unlocked for a reason.
to escape.
I mean, Sherlock, what do you tell her?
That door's unlocked. I don't know why it's unlocked.
Is it possible to take a weapon off of the power armor suit?
No, they're all integrated into the suit. Since the suit's powered off, they're powered off.
Okay. What if we were to lock this door? Oh, but there's hostages back there.
There are hostages back there. As one of these ladies over here is huddled in the corner screams, "They've killed people already back there! Save everyone! Save the citizen!"
Yeah, they were never going to let these people live.
Guys, I might be a party pooper, but I'm probably gonna head out to go to bed.
Should we go ahead and pause it here?
It is pretty late.
I was counting on you guys to wipe everybody out super fast.
Yeah, well, we need a little more firepower for that.
We're totally hoping that our backup will show up and he'll come in and throw shotguns at everybody.
Yeah, the shotguns
I
that I
can't
forgot.
use them anyway.
Anyone
there's
can
only 2 of
use
us
them.
No, I am not allowed to use shotguns.
That's a personal choice.
There's only 2 of us that can fire here.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay, so we will say
Going
this
up
is a
against 4
dramatic
power
moment.
armor suits plus 2 schmeals.
What you already took out the 2 schmeals and 1/4 of the armor suits, and you're complaining. I haven't even gotten a good shot on anybody except for
The only reason why
guy.
the only reason why that power armor suit went down was because I got 2 triumphs back to back.
And apparently the guy must have been mistreating it. Made it susceptible to some weird attack that totally worked. So we will go ahead and yes, since it is almost an hour past our normal stopping time and you are missing half the force, I was totally going to murder if just one person was missing. Remember when I was joking about so-and-so has to guard the door? It was so-and-so would get shot first. So we will say this is a dramatic spot to wrap it up for the night. And know that next session will probably be this crew's last, so spend your experience points. Y'all that are still here have 10 experience points to spend.
Yeah, well, I can't miraculously get a better gun.
Yeah, but you can pick up some talents to make that gun even better, or some skill points. And
Have a nice night, guys.
We'll say that's a good place to wrap it up there. Have a good night, man.
Good night.
Alrighty. Okay.
All right. Have a good night, guys.
Good night.
Oh.